My point is, obviously, Muslim terrorists, they kill gays. Actually, they don't even call that terrorism over there. That's just Sharia law. That's just honor killings. It's not even normal terrorism. That's entire countries over there. And the gayest church in Canada says, hey guys, no problem. Rent out our room to celebrate an Islamic terrorist murderer. Fill your boots. I don't get it. Why? I mean, at least Jeremy Corbyn gets votes out of it, but what's Trinity St. Paul's United Church excuse? Do they think these Muslim extremists are going to convert and join the church, maybe get gay married in the church? I don't even see the math there. Other than the United Church maybe sees Islamists as a temporary ally to help them destroy and undermine the traditions of the West, including Christian traditions, by the way. Do they think a Sharia-compliant Canada will be gentle with their own causes? Gay rights, feminism, transgenderism, climatism. Now, literally halfway through when I was writing this commentary, I got an email that from the Jewish Defense League, actually, that under pressure, the United Church buckled and canceled the booking just today, apparently, but only after pressure and not from mainstream groups. I didn't see any MPs or, blue chip lobby groups complain. The B'nai B'rith is a little bit conservative and they raised a fuss, and that email was from the JDL, the Jewish Defense League. They're a little bit tougher. They remind me of, in New York City, they had the Guardian Angels. It was a group that formed in the 70s and 80s when that city was full of crime and the politicians and police wouldn't do anything about it. They just sort of citizen patrols. I think that's what the JDL are like. That's what we have here. The fancy people, the official people, well, they don't want to make a fuss about it. The opposite. They're only too happy to rent out rooms to terrorists for celebrations. Now, Justin Trudeau has himself said there's literally no mosque in Canada that is too extreme for him to campaign in. He is completely unrepentant. He can do the math. And I think it's creeping into Andrew Scheer's Conservative Party too. That guy on the left there with the beard but no mustache, that's Omar Subadar. His claim to fame is teaching Muslim men here in Canada the proper way to beat their wives. He has this whole sermon on wife beating. I'm not kidding. We've done shows on that before, as you know. But unfortunately, Andrew Scheer has no time for other sorts of Muslims, like our friend Salim Mansour, who is a thoughtful, moderate Muslim professor who speaks out against jihadist extremism. Yeah, the United Church is terrible. It calls for boycotts of Israel, along with boycotting fossil fuels, and it was happy to give a room in its own facility to celebrate a terrorist murderer who killed not just Jews, but Christian pilgrims too. That church has finally been shamed into canceling their booking, this time. But it won't be long before we get to the tipping point where the United Kingdom is now, where the sheer number of anti-Semites is just so large and their social acceptance is so great that, yeah, they'll have their terrorist celebrations any bloody place they please, and our country's Jeremy Corbyns will be only too happy to pose in front of terrorist flags here too. That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest, and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.